Namaste. It's Leanne Peters here from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook, and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm very excited to be here connecting with you for the 2-2 healing event. So this is coming to you live from my YouTube channel this time, just to check it out. If things seem different, it's because this is the right way around. YouTube is not flipping my videos, so that's always exciting. Well, it is to me. So I trust that you're feeling good and things are flowing well for you. So for now, I'm standing up here with the sun rising in the background, and I thought this would be particularly nice for those of you going through a bit of a cold snap in the northern hemisphere. So it's summer here. It's not too bad temperature-wise. It's quite nice. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to be hanging out for the next 45 to 60 minutes. There's going to be 3 different phases of this healing event. So we have our smudging clearing time. So I'm going to light the smudge stick, and we're going to do a bit of clearing and preparing ourselves to go deeper with this healing experience. And then after the smudging time, I'm going to pull a healing energy card as we go into our time of receiving. So this is basically your time for you. So I'll be drumming during that time and holding space for you to receive what you need. So that'll be about 10 or 15 minutes long. And then the energy will shift. I'll pull another healing energy card as we go into our time of giving. So this will be time for us to come together in love. I'll be guiding us and talking us through what we're doing as we come together and join forces, if you like, to send love and healing out to others and around our beautiful planet. So that will then take us up to the end, and then I'll pull another healing energy card to represent what's next for us. So for now, I'm going to be standing up here with the sun behind me, and then we're going to move before I play the singing bowl because it's so big I can't really stand up and hold it. I have to sit down. So then I'm just going to move us over here and find a place to sit down as we go into our time of giving. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing for the next 45 minutes or so. So I trust that you enjoy our time together. It's really important that you just take on board what feels right for you at the time. So at the time that you connect, and just let the rest go. If your intuition is telling you that there's something else that you need, or there's something else that you want to do that is not what I'm saying, then please trust your intuition above you trusting mine. So I'm trusting my intuition as I create this space and as I connect with the majority of those people who are connecting. But there will be the odd person, perhaps you, that your intuition will tell you otherwise, and you can trust that. So trust your intuition, please. You might find that there's some healing energy moves today during our time together. You might feel emotional at times. You might feel aches or pains rising up in your body, or an uncomfortable feeling in your body. I just suggest that you breathe through anything that comes up and allow it to come to the surface so that you can let it go. So think about using your out breath to surrender and let go of what's revealed or what comes up for you. Now, in regards to why I'm here on the 2nd of February 2019, is that what I call this is the power day of the month, the 2nd of the 2nd. Just like next month it will be the 3rd of the 3rd, and last month it was the 1st of the 1st. So I try and make my way here, usually on my Facebook page, but I do try and get something together as a healing event on this power day. I'm not into numerology, so I don't know any numerological meanings, or I don't have any special connection with number 2. I just am drawn to the power day of the month. It feels right for me, and that's the best reason I have in being here. So I've been doing this on the power day of the month for a couple of years now. So I trust you enjoy our time together. I think that's all I really need to say. If you enjoy the video as we go, please hit the thumbs up button. Please comment if you're inspired to, or share with your friends who may also be interested. I'll be most appreciative. So thank you. So I'm going to duck down here, get my smudge stick, and you can enjoy the view for a moment if you like. The cat's laying here at my feet. And I'll be right back. I'm coming to you live too from Tasmania, Australia. It is the 2nd of the 2nd here at exactly, well, it should be just after 8 a.m. here. So nice deep breath. So this is our time of clearing. Hold on, might not have any flame left. Okay, so this is our time now of preparing ourselves for this healing time. Just take some nice deep breaths. Take your shoes off, get yourself comfortable, especially if you can hang around for a bit. I've got a tiny baby flame, so we might get a small amount of smoke here. And think about using this time now with the smudge stick to help take away or help you surrender the stress and the pressure that you're under right now in your life. Any worries, fear, even things that you have to do later, things that happened earlier or yesterday. Think about letting these things go so that you can go a bit deeper, and just put those things aside for now. Okay, so nice big breath. I don't know if you can see the smoke. Nice big breath as we ask this sacred smoke to carry away all negative energies, entities, cords, hooks, attacks, and attachments. We surrender all that stuff to the sacred smoke now and ask that it's carried away from our heart, our mind, our body, our life. So we give ourselves permission to let go. So I'm going to actually stop talking and just take 3 big breaths, and I encourage you to take 3 big cleansing breaths as well. Thank you. And so it is. Okay, hi everyone, lovely to see you. The comments just kind of flash up and then go. So I'll read your comments when I'm finished. Actually, I think that I can access them when I'm done. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Anyway, I'm just going to put my smudge stick out and I'll go and grab the healing energy cards. And we'll get ready for our time of receiving. So this is your time now to receive. And I trust you will receive what you need for your highest truth. So we'll start with pulling a healing energy card for this time of receiving. So your time for you, where you can put everything you've got to do aside, hopefully, and really embrace and embody and enjoy this time for you. When was the last time you gave yourself just some good quality time for you? So what I'm doing is I'm looking for a healing energy card for our focus for receiving time. So receiving time, the healing energy card is this. Oh, this is perfect. This is card 40, called Sacred Love. I'll read what it says down here and then I'll talk a bit more about this card. It says a feeling and connection beyond words, merging and coming together. Love, sacred grids, a calling from your beloved, twin flame reunion, strengthening self-love and sacredness. So I see this card as coming up to remind us to strengthen or think about how we can strengthen our connection with ourselves. How can we take our self-love to deeper levels? This is an absolutely perfect card to pull for our time of receiving. So what do you need to do, or how can you spend these moments now connecting with yourself and taking your understanding and connection, love and acceptance of yourself to a deeper level? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the drum. I'm going to take my microphone off. I'm going to put it just to the side and I'm going to play my drum. And as I play the drum, perhaps think about taking some really big breaths, especially big breaths opening your heart. And imagine, if you like, a comfortable chair in your heart or a comfortable bed, and bring yourself down from your head space perhaps, but into your heart, where you settle and relax and really get to know who you are in the heart, who you are within yourself. So yeah, I'm going to put this card just here. It shouldn't blow off because we don't really have any wind. It's beautiful. And I'll just grab my drum. So I'm going to be drumming. I'm going to use the deer drum here, which is on the website, by the way. I'm going to use it in the meantime because it's an awesome drum. So I'm going to drum, and at the very least, just listen. Take some deep breaths and listen. If you want to take this time deeper, then take some big breaths and really let yourself sort of soak up the sound and the rhythm of the drum. Allow it to support you and carry you deeper into yourself. You can perhaps imagine it as a heartbeat calling you into your heart, or your heartbeat calling you in. The heartbeat of the earth, perhaps. Whatever you feel you need, you can trust it. So I'm going to play the drum for about 10 minutes. I'm going to work with the drum and the energy of it. So just allow the drum to continue to carry you and support you as you receive what you need. So I'm going to unpin my microphone now. Hopefully there won't be too much rattling, and you can enjoy the drum sound. So take some deep breaths. Thank you. I trust you enjoyed a bit of drumming time. So I've used the deer drum. This is available on the website, which is actually really surprising. It's a beautiful drum. So have a look if you're inspired to. So that was our time of receiving. And if you just joined in, we were doing the drumming time with the intention of this sacred love card, which is really about embracing a new depth of love that we can reach within ourselves. The energy feels so beautiful, so calming and quite deep right now. Almost can hear a buzzing sound in the distance. There's a strong energy that's coming through. So I trust that you feel good and you enjoyed some time for you. So thank you. So we're now going into our giving time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my camera over to my usual spot, which is just a couple of meters or several feet to the left. So I'm just going to move us so I can sit down with the big singing bowl, and then we'll get into our time of giving. So just bear with me a second. I'll just move a couple of things. So take some nice deep breaths. And enjoy the sun for a moment. Let's go on a bit of a trip, shall we? I'll just go down here. Okay. How are you all doing? I might be able to read your comments now. Hello, Priscilla. Enjoying the light and the drumming so far. Thank you. Hi, Lindsell, is it? Oh, the comments vanished. So, I think that's okay. You might not be able to see the bowl though. Let me just move this down a wee bit. Can you see the bowl here on my knee? Yes. Okay, thank you. So we're just shifting spaces just a little bit. And now we're going into our time of giving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to guide us through this. So I'm going to talk us through while I'm playing the singing bowl. I'm going to talk us through receiving energy, coming together in a circle. Hello. Coming together in a circle of love, building that energy between us in this circle, and then putting anyone who we may know who's suffering or struggling right now into our circle for some distant healing if they want to receive it. And then we're going to expand that energy out around our planet, cover the planet in a blanket of love, do what we need to do there, and then bring the energy back to our circle and back into ourselves. So I'm going to talk us through all of that. So before we focus on it, let's grab a healing energy card, shall we, for our time of giving. It's so nice to, well, I find it nice to come together in a space where we can receive as individuals, and then to come together from that strong, empowered space and loving space that we feel, to come together and combine our energies, if you like, or combine our forces to potentially help the earth and our humanity just that little bit. So let's grab a healing energy card in regards to what might be a good focal point for our time of giving. So we'll go with this card right here. It's card 10, Mind Thoughts. Oh, second that this card came up, I'm already feeling pressure around the head. So I'll read what it says here and then we'll talk a bit more about this card. It says, clearing the mind of worry, stress, fear, confusion, and negative thoughts. Open the mind, depression. Listen to your thoughts, your words, and your feelings. So in regards to a collective, on an earthy collective humanity sort of level, which is our focus right now, this says that there's a lot of mental energy that's playing out, a lot of fear, a lot of divide. So our focus really for this time, what I'm feeling right now, is to help clear the collective of worry and fear and stress. And there's a lot of that that's playing out. So as we help ourselves as individuals, we're actually helping the whole as well. So the more we can improve who we are and release and reduce our own stress levels and our own fear and what we're being pulled into on a collective level, the more help that we can be for the whole. So we've come together, we've helped ourselves in love, and now we're coming together to help the collective as well, but especially in clearing that mental chaos, the mental worry, stress and fear that's quite heavy right now. So let's take some deep breaths and imagining our own mind, if our mind lived here around our aura, around our head, in our aura, and we can imagine expanding this area of our body out, like blowing up a balloon, if you like, and expanding all this energy out so that we can lighten up our mental load or the pressure and the negativity that we're feeling mentally. That will help the whole. So I feel it's really important to walk our talk. So instead of being stressed and wanting the world to be less stressed, instead being less stressed so we can visualize and help support the world being less stressed. That's kind of what I feel works anyway for me. So maybe something to think about if you haven't been doing that. But I'm going to play the singing bowl, my big singing bowl here. It's Tibetan, this guy. And I'll balance it up here on my knees. So I'm going to play this, and I'm going to guide us through our time of giving. Let's take a nice deep breath. I'll just take off my ring before I start. Nice big breath. And especially if you just joined in and you missed the receiving time, just take some deep breaths and find your center. And just slow your breathing down. Feel the weight of your body on the chair or the bed or wherever you might be right now. So bring your attention to the earth under you. Doesn't matter if you're 20 stories up or if you're flying in a plane right now or if you have your feet right on the ground and in the dirt or in the sand or the grass. Just bring your attention to the earth. Feel its stability, its strength, its nurturing, and its love. And imagine this energy from the earth flowing up into your body now, via your feet or your base chakra at your tailbone, through your spine perhaps. Allow this earthly energy to travel up through your body and find anywhere in your body that needs a bit of love or nurturing, support, strength or healing. Welcome that earthly energy into those parts of your body that need it. And if you have trouble visualizing this, just trust and know that it's happening. So now imagine that we're all holding hands in this beautiful circle of love. So imagine holding your hands with someone next to you who's also connecting now or later to the replay. And we're just holding hands in support in this beautiful big circle. And now we offer this love and this connection that we feel, sending energy out through our left hand and around our circle and receiving back through our right hand. So we give and receive, giving and receiving in perfect love and balance. We cannot give more than we receive, and we cannot receive more than we're giving. All is perfectly balanced. And we'll also not take on other people's stuff because we know that that is so. So let's just openly give and receive, building the momentum and the energy. we hold this in this beautiful circle of love and keep building the momentum of energy, now is the time to imagine placing anyone that we love or that we know who's struggling right now. Imagine placing them in our circle, and we place them there in love, in acceptance, not in trying to force them to change or force them to be anything other than what they are. We're offering this energy and this love to them, and we respect their decision whether they want to receive it or not. So imagine these people that you know and perhaps love in our circle now. That they will receive what they need for their highest truth. And that might be something other than what we want for them, and that's okay. So we leave these people in our circle to receive what they need, and we bring our focus back to our circle as we share again hand to hand, expanding up and sharing heart to heart. Expanding this energy up and sharing crown to crown, crown to crown. Feeling a deep sense of connection to each other, to ourselves. And now we expand this energy out from our crowns and we extend it out and around the earth as we cover the earth in this beautiful blanket of love. This love finds anyone who's lost or alone, anyone who's in pain or grieving, anyone who just needs a bit of love, then this love finds them. Again, we don't force it upon them, but we allow them to take it if they choose. To the deepest oceans and the highest mountain peaks, and anywhere where the earth needs this energy now. It goes where it's needed and wanted. Let's see all that energy lighten up and being diffused and dispersed by the love we are sending. And now we leave the earth held in this beautiful blanket of love as we bring our attention back to our circle and back to ourselves as we draw that high vibrational energy that we've just been connecting with down into our crowns and into our bodies. And here it mixes with that earthly love that we connected with before. And here we merge heaven with earth, spirit with matter. Here we bring all of who we are into this moment and into our hearts and into our bodies. And feel the power of unity, of balance, of above and below. flowing through into your body, helping you feel taller and stronger and clearer within yourself, ready to face what you need to face in your life, to embrace what you need to embrace in your life, and to welcome a deeper sense of love and connection with who you are, which will then expand out into your relationships and out into your love for life. It all comes from your own inner place of love connection. So I'm just going to play the bowl for just a few moments and not speak, just so that you can hold and build that beautiful sense of connection with yourself. And maybe think about how you can embody this further in your everyday life, and how you can work with this energy to help carry you forward on your life's path. So nice big breaths. So beautiful. Thank you so much. The energy is so nice. There's such a beautiful sense of opening and sense of deepening. So thank you for being a part of this experience. So thank you. I trust you enjoyed that time of giving. So if you just joined in, we were focusing around this energy as well, which is clearing the heavy mental energy, the fear, the worry, the stress that's present in the collective. Now, we're not responsible for other people's fear or other people's anger. The only thing or person we're responsible for is ourselves. And I really feel that as we help ourselves, as we improve ourselves, as we experience less fear, less negative thoughts and less worry, and feel more open and connected and clear or with clarity in our minds, and we are actually changing the whole. So just be careful that you're not noticing how stressed and scared everyone is, and instead see what you can do to diffuse that energy yourself by being, or basically, isn't it about claiming our position within humanity? Claiming our position within the whole, that we're all in this together, we're all connected, and that my role, your role, our individual role is so important within the role or the that role that we play within the collective. So just be careful that you're not noticing where the problems are outside of you, and look at how can you solve the problems that you're experiencing within you and within your own life. That's how we change the world. So doing this, like what we're doing now, helps shift the imbalance, we could say, within the collective. So thank you for being here, and thank you for playing your part and reclaiming your role. So thank you. So I'm going to pull a healing energy card in just a moment to go. That will represent our what's next what we need to maybe consider thinking about next, or how to implement and embody this energy. Just a couple of things before I do that is, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. If you have any questions or any comments that you want to make more privately, then you're very welcome to send us an email through our website. So these public healing events I try and bring to you once a month on the Power Day of the month. Excuse me, I've got energy shifting in the throat here. So usually I do about one public healing event a month, usually on the Power Day. Sometimes I'll pop in if there's some strong energy around and share in that way. So keep an eye out for potentially a next healing event similar to this on the 3rd of March. There are also some private healing events that take place within the month. Like tomorrow, we've got a healing event that's private for my Pillar of Light family, and there's also private healing events for my patrons. So there are other ways that you can connect if you enjoy this sort of connection. So have a look if you're inspired to on my Patreon page. I think the link's on this video, and my Pillar of Light family if you resonate with this. If not, the public ones will be back next month, most likely, unless I'm inspired to be here otherwise. So if you want to learn more about me and the work that I do at Temple of Balance, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. If you resonate with my way and my approach and the tools and resources and things that I use, then these are the things that I offer on my website, because I'm a big advocate in practicing what I'm sharing. So everything that I do, everything that I create, I use myself. So have a look if you're inspired to, and if you have questions, please let me know. Okay, let's grab a healing energy card. This is a deck that I created, and we're using or looking now for a healing energy card to represent our forward movement from here. So what do we need to know for what's next? How can we embody and implement what we feel now into our everyday life? This is where it counts. This is where it matters. We could be the most spiritual person in our spiritual temples and churches and in meditation classes. But if we go back into our everyday life screaming and yelling and feeling imbalanced and unstable and not practicing that feeling that we're getting in those spiritual places, then we're not living it, we're not embodying it. So something I'm really passionate about is working out and perhaps helping you find a way to bring these feelings that you feel in times like this connection we've had into your everyday life. So that's what this card's for, that I'm looking for. How can we do that? What do we need to perhaps think about or consider in embodying and bringing this energy? So it's not stop-start, so there can be more of an overlap into our everyday life. So let's find the best card for that. What's next? Here. It's observation card 41. I'm going to read the information down here, and then I'm going to talk more about this card and what I know about this card. It's beautiful, isn't it? I love trees so much. It says changes, cycles, growth, stretching into new territory. I love that. Stepping out of your comfort zone, rebirth, connections, and perceptions. And then the question, what do you see happening in your life right now? So what are you perceiving? What are you observing? Now, after working with this card for years and years, for 11 years actually, there's more that I can add to this, the meaning here. And when this card comes up, I find it comes up when we are being encouraged to stretch and grow further. Let me explain. If you were a tree, if I was a tree, if we were a tree in a wooden crate, and let's say we were just a little tree and we were growing and growing and growing within this wooden crate, then we reach a point where our branches are now we're all cramped within this box. So we're reaching a point now where we're being encouraged to think about how we can break the box down. How can we push our branches out to break this box down, which represents our limitations, our fear, our insecurities, and what's holding us back, our own issues, our own shadow, our own darkness. How can we break the box down that's confining and constricting us and stopping us from growing? So as we give ourselves permission, and we're open to the idea that we are ready to stretch and grow further, and especially out into the unknown, which can be a little scary because it's comfortable in this box. So as we stretch and we break it down, we're going to be stretching out into uncharted territory, and that in itself can be a bit scary. But we can push past that fear and find courage to grow. To grow. Our soul just wants to grow. So we're being encouraged to think about how we can grow further. How we can grow further in our heart, in our life, in the strength and clarity within our own mind, so that we can break down that box that limits us, and really allow ourselves or give ourselves permission to stretch outside that box, to grow further as that tree, to become more of who we are, because we're ready for that. So we're ready to grow, we're ready to stretch past those limitations, to break our fear down, to find courage. Sometimes it's more about building courage than focusing on the fear. Because when we focus on the fear, it just gets bigger and the box becomes more confined and more constrictive. So if we can focus on building the courage and reminding and motivating ourselves that it's going to be okay, that we're ready for this, we can do this, we're going to survive this, then we're breaking down that box. And we're coming from that courageous space of growth, rather than letting the fear on the outside consume us, and that which represents that box. So how can we stretch and grow and become more of who we are? How can we break down our limitations, our fear, our insecurities, and those parts about ourselves and our life that are making us feel stuck, like we're stuck in concrete? So that's our message for what's next, and really thinking about how we can be proactive in our life. And please don't just turn this off and get on with your life. Think about how you can bring that feeling that you personally feel, and the messages and the things that stood out for you, how can you bring that into your life? How can you live it? How can you live it? That's about being authentic, isn't it? Living what you're doing in these types of spaces. So thank you. I think that's all I really need to say and do today. So thanks so much for joining me, and I trust you have a wonderful 2nd of February, 2/2, if that's important to you in some way. But I do trust that this has been an important, nourishing moment that's supporting you in your forward movement and helping you become a better version of yourself. And not a better version based on what I think or what your neighbour thinks or your family member thinks, but a better version based on what we want for ourselves, what we desire and what we want to accomplish for ourselves. Maybe to feel peace, contentment, love, connection. They are beautiful things to desire, so how can we bring them to be? So thank you so much. I trust you've enjoyed our time together. If you want to learn more about me and my work, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll be back to share with you again real soon. Sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Namaste. And this is a great way to start the day, if you ask me. I only just got up an hour before I started streaming here, and I was so excited to get in and connect. And now I'm going to go and play with some pottery and some ceramics. And I've got some email readings to do today too, so I look forward to connecting with you if you're on my list. So thank you and namaste. How do I stop this? Let's see. Here, maybe? Okay.